In this video, we're going to go through a new enhancement on ClinicDr called Quickpost. So Quickpost is a helpful tool for clinics who are posting their own EOBs or ERAs from their clearinghouse if you're on our Basic or our Clearinghouse contract options. So first off, to access Quickpost, you can find the link under your billing menu under Quickpost. And then when this loads, you'll notice that it automatically pulls in a check or EOB date for today. So you can go ahead and modify that as needed. Then you'll put in the check number and total remittance. And then you can search for the patient name. So this patient name search works the same way as the other patient name searches in our system. So just search at least 3 characters of their first or last name. And then next you'll indicate the payer from the patient's file from that remittance. When you hit search, it'll pull up all the claims up to today's date of service. If the patient has a lot of claims, you can also put in a date of service from to narrow your search. Okay, so in Quickpost, this will allow you to post payments and denials and write-offs all in one screen in a ledger appearance. So we're just going to go ahead and start posting for the 7/24 date of service. So you can see that there's a charge. There's currently no insurance payments, no write-offs. And so the calculator is set at 75. As I type in content into the columns, into the payment, the denial amount columns, you'll notice that the calculator will adapt to reflect the amount that I've put into those columns. So payment is pretty straightforward. That's an insurance payment. And then denial amount, this is the amount that's denied. So in this example, I'm going to indicate that the patient has a $30 copay. And then in the denial type, this is really important. This is where you're going to be putting the standardized denial code with the corresponding responsibility prefix. So I'm going to open up another tab just to reference the content that I'm referring to. So in our industry, we have standardized code sets that are set to indicate responsibility codes, which are down here. So contractual obligation and patient responsibility are the main ones we recommend using. Contractual obligation is, in other words, provider liability. And so any amount that you're putting towards either a write-off or something that's a denial that you can't bill the patient, you would use a CO prefix. And anything that would be patient responsibility amount would have a PR prefix. Using the appropriate prefix on your denial code will allow our system to display the appropriate claim status color. So in other words, things with the CO prefix that are not just a CO45 amount, like for example CO4 for a wrong modifier, that would trigger the claim color to be gold. In other words, a denial. All right, so the main ones here are 1, 2, and 3 for deductible, coinsurance, and copayment. And then as you scroll further down, there's lots of different denial codes in the standardized code set that mean different things. On your EOB or ERA, most payers do use standardized denial codes, but you might find on some paper EOBs especially that they'll use non-standard codes. And so you'll need to choose a code from the standardized code set if you want the ClinicDr system to give you, standardized outputs for the denial code legend in the claim logs. So in our example, I mentioned we're going to use copay for patient responsibility amount. So that would be PR for patient responsibility in 3. So in that denial 1 type, we're going to type in PR3. So make sure that you're using all uppercase alpha characters, no spaces or dashes. And so we have PR for patient responsibility and 3, which is the code for copay. And notice that our calculator has taken off that $30 as well. So for denial 2 amount, that would be in this scenario perhaps a write-off code. So if you're in network, if you're taking a write-off, you would put that amount in next. So we'll indicate that this one has a $30 write-off, and then the standardized write-off code is CO45. Anytime that you put in an amount and CO45 into Quickpost, our system will automatically write off that amount from the claim. So I'm going to go ahead and save that so you can see what it looks like in the claim log now. So we can see here there's that payment amount, and you'll notice that this is procedure level posting. So this is specifically towards the 99202, and then you can see $30 went to PR3, and because we used a standardized code, we can see that in our denial code legend. and $30 for CO45, which is that appropriate insurance write-off. And because we use the standard CO45 code, then our system appended the appropriate write-off to that service. So if a service is denied in full, so let's just say that this one is a non-covered service that the provider cannot bill to the patient. So I'm going to put in the entire charge amount into the denied amount column, and then I'm going to put the denial code into the denial one here. So I'm going to type in CO for my prefix, and then non-covered service is 96. And so I'm going to type that in, and then when I save, my log will reflect that that was denied per non-covered service, and I can see that in my legend. So if I go into this patient's file now to look and see how that claim status color is reflected by the posting, you'll notice now that that's gold because the patient has a specific denial with a CO prefix that isn't just a network write-off. All right, so that is how the Quickpost works.